Alright, hey guys, I'm back with a new video. Hope you enjoyed, and let's go ahead and jump right in. So first, you already know I'm going to grab my BH Cosmetic palette, and I'm going to dip into the black. And I just got a small detailed brush, and all you can see what I did was trace out where I'm going to separate the pumpkin face and the glam side, and that's all I did. And as you can see here, I'm just tracing it to make it more like opaque and vibrant to stand out. And I'm making the triangle, so that's going to be where the broken glass is going to be emphasized. And then here I'm going to go with the black, and this is where I'm going to draw the lines of the broken glass. And this is all you're going to do is just make lines like tree branches and just spread them all out. Now that we got that, I'm going to use the same brush, same black, and I'm going to trace out the spot that I want for my nose. I'm just going to do like a triangle and then wrap it around where my nostrils are. And all I'm going to do is just fill that in a couple minutes with the same eyeshadow. And that's pretty much it for the nose. And once again, same brush, same eyeshadow. All I'm going to do is draw the triangle for the eye. And I'm just going to make a big enough triangle that goes above my eyebrow. And then I'm going to repeat the same step. But you're going to see me grab my Pretty Vulgar gel eyeliner. And this is what I'm going to use to fill in the triangle with. As you can see right here, it is very creamy. And I was kind of hesitant to use this because it's like super, like once you place it, it stays, so it was kind of hard to take it off. But once I do that, I'm gonna grab the black eyeshadow and I'm gonna go ahead and set that gel eyeliner. And then as you can see right here, I just jumped into my Morphe 35O palette, and then I grabbed me a flat foundation brush, and I'm going to use these oranges right here. Then that's going to be our base color for our pumpkin, and I'm going to go ahead and place that all over where there is no black yet. And here all I did was grab a smaller brush so I could get into the smaller parts of my face. And now I'm going to grab this pointed brush, and I'm going to dip into the black, and then all I'm going to do is draw the lines going straight down my face. I didn't have any certain way that I did this or any like linked space. I was just going for it and I winged it. I like the way it turned out. But yeah, you're just going to do straight lines down the face. You're not going to make them too vibrant yet because you're going to go out and blend them. As you can see, I already finished. And now what you're going to do after you draw the lines, you're going to go back in with your detailed brush. Oh, and this is where I started to trace out my mouth because I made a mistake. And I recommend you doing the mouth before you do the lines. So all I did was make triangles, like making steps on my mouth. And I sharpened out the corners of the mouth of the pumpkin. And then I'm just going to go ahead and finish that off. And then what I do is I go ahead and grab my Pretty Vulgar again with the small detailed brush. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in my mouth with that. And I'm just going to repeat the same steps that I did for the eye as well. After I place the gel eyeliner, I'm going to go ahead and set it with the black eyeshadow. Jumping right back into my 35O palette, I'm going to mix these two shades right here. They're more cool toned, so it's going to help blend out the lines that we put on our face. So you can see in the beginning that I just swept them to one side, but I ended up changing my mind and I ended up blending both the sides. So I'm just going to go through all the lines and blend them with those two shades that I showed you from the 35O palette. And we're just going to make them look more blown out and more blended. And then what I did here, as I grabbed this glitter from NYX, I'm going to link down what it's called down below in the description bar. And I took this flat shading brush and I'm going to place it on the orange. And this is what we're going to use to highlight and make that orange pop. Because I feel like we did lose some of it from the shadow that we used before from blending. And I'm just going to place that all over the orange. And then here I'm going to go ahead and grab my e.l.f. eyeliner, my liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to use this to trace out where I put the cracks at. I'm going to just make it stand out more, and this is what's going to make the broken glass part pop. Here I'm just going to go ahead and trace my nose. I just traced anything that I really wanted to stand out. So, and now here I'm going to go ahead and start blending out the part of the glass. We're going to blend it backwards so it can make it look like it's lifting off of my face. And this is what's going to create dimension. You can just stop here if you want, but I went ahead and grabbed one of these glitters that I have. I'll link down the name again down below. And I grabbed my NYX glitter glue and I just pop this on top of the orange. I just wanted to be a little extra, more dramatic, more of a glam pumpkin. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.